today I'm so excited because my Flower Nose perfume has come in from the Midsummer Fairytales collection, and I know you guys have been waiting on this video, so I am so glad to say that they have arrived, and I'm going to be letting you guys know what I think about them right now. And one really quick little update, I did mess up from my original haul video. I didn't realize it was 7 products I needed to get the mirror and the gift box and all that stuff, so pretty much just a really quick update. I was able to get the gift box mix-up figured out. So originally they had sent me the little angel gift box instead of the Midsummer Fairytales one, but they did give me a code to get the box, so I do have that now. And since I messed up and didn't order the right amount of products to get the mirror, I had a free voucher saved up from my points to get the mirror, so I do have the mirror now, and I'm so glad. I felt like I was really missing out on something without having that. And while I was placing the order to get the mirror in the box, I was like, you know, I'll just pick up one more thing while they've got like their summer sale going on. So just really like rapid fire, I will show you what I got with that. So I did of course get another set of Midsummer Fairytale sticker set. So now I think this is my 3rd sheet of these. So I'm definitely covered on those. Another set of the little finger puffs. Love these as well, but I do have quite a few of them now. This I've never gotten before. I guess this was another little freebie they threw in. This is the Flower Nose makeup remover wipe. So that's nice. I love having new things. And I'm pretty sure I've got like 2 or 3 of these. This is the Happy Birthday Flower Nose phone, like little pop socket thing. T-shirt, I already have 2 of these. Yes, I do. So now I have a 3rd. It just looks like a little like birthday wedding cake kind of deal. And then as far as what I actually purchased, I did pick up another one of the Little Angel pressed highlighters. I really loved the one that I got, and I wanted to get one in another color. So this one is a number L03 Chanting Anthem, and this one's just like a really white, pearly, kind of like vanilla type of highlighter. I think that this is going to be a really, really pretty one. I love this formula, and I love the packaging of it as well. So I decided to go ahead and pick up another one while it was on sale. And I also have a referral link and coupon code with Flower Nose, and you can get 5% off your order. So if you're interested in trying anything from Flower Nose and you'd like to help support me, definitely use my referral links and my codes at checkout for a discount. And I do earn a small commission from that, so if you choose to use my links, I greatly appreciate it. And I do have a big perfume roundup video coming up on all of the Flower Nose perfumes that I have in my collection. I'm going to be ranking all of them, breaking them all down, and kind of like a really nerdy statistical overview of all of the perfumes. So that video will be coming up in just a couple weeks. But now with all of that out of the way, I do want to get onto the perfume because I know you guys always love watching my videos and my reviews on the perfume. So we've got the 2 of them here. So one thing I'll have to say, just packaging wise of the perfumes, usually they always do like 2 perfumes per collection, and you know, sometimes they'll do like different packaging. With this one, the actual component itself is the same on both of the perfumes. However, the difference between the 2, aside from the scent of course, they actually did the liquid of the perfume a color. So there is a blue colored one, and it actually has like little microfine glitter shimmer particles in it as well. And the other one is a pink one. And I didn't even realize until I got the samples that they send out as well. I'm not really sure why they do this, but I love it, so please keep doing it. But every time you buy the perfume, they send you 2 vials of like each of the perfumes that you buy, I guess. That's fine with me. I love having more of the perfume. I wonder if it's like so you can try the perfume out without using the product itself. So if you didn't want the perfume, maybe you could return it. I don't know. I don't know if they do returns on perfumes or not. That was the only logical reason I could think of, but hey, you could give one to a friend, you can put one in your purse to travel with. Either way, I'm all about it. Oh, but going back to my point really quickly was I wish they would have made the packaging of the blue one like a blue bottle and the blue liquid, because just looking at the 2 like side by side, they almost look identical because you don't see as much of the liquid coming through. But I wish they would have done like this one all blue and this one all pink, just so you could tell them apart a little bit quicker. But still very stunning perfume bottles. Oh my gosh, like every time they come out with something new, it's just so intricate, so detailed. I mean, I could look at this for like 10 minutes because it's that intricate and detailed. And the cap is so pretty as well. We've got little butterflies on this one. Just absolutely beautiful. So starting off with the first perfume, let's go with the pink one. I am a big fan of pink, so let's start here. This one is called Butterfly Narcissus. We have the top notes is freesia, apple, almond, bergamot. Middle notes is green, rose, peach, apricot, and the base note is musk. So let's go ahead and give this a spray. I'm gonna spray this on, we'll do on this wrist here. Get a good spray and kind of give that a second to dry. Trying to see if I can notice any of the sparkle. I would say it's extremely subtle. I'm not really seeing a whole lot, but there are just teeny tiny, like microscopic size of shimmer in there. So just something to be aware of. All right, so let's give this one a sniff. Ooh, this is a really, I like this one a lot. The one thing, like when I very first smell this, what kind of like vibe does it give, or what does it remind me of? This, and I know this is a really funny example and I've given it before multiple times in other perfume videos, but it kind of gives me this smell of like when you open up like an old school magazine and it had like all the perfume samples in it, and all the perfume samples kind of like, you can kind of smell them all mixed together almost. That's kind of what it smelled like to me, like a magazine perfume kind of scent. I know that's so a random explanation, but that really is kind of what it's giving me. For me, this one's definitely giving more of like the floral, fresh, fruity side, but maybe a little bit more on like the fresh kind of side. So as far as the notes, what I'm smelling. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very familiar with freesia, but I am picking up on some floralness, but it doesn't necessarily smell like the rose that is also in here. So for me, I would say the rose is actually very, very subtle. So if you're not a big fan of rose, but you do like florals, I feel like this would be a good option. So I really think it is the freesia I'm really picking up on. I do really feel like I'm getting more of the peach and the apricot rather than the apple. And I am getting a little bit of that citrus note from the bergamot. And then for greenery and musk, I feel like this is a little bit more on a light musk. It's not like one of those heavy kind of like wintry kind of perfume musks. It's definitely more of like a softer musk. Very appropriate for this summer season. I would kind of call this more of like a spring summer type of perfume scent. Not that that's the only time you can wear it, but it does give off that kind of vibe. So yeah, for me, I'm gonna have to give like the scent notes that are really sticking out to me, probably the freesia, the peach, and the apricot with the musk. I feel like those are the ones that I'm really picking up on. It's giving me like that fresh, florally, with a hint of fruitiness to it, but it's very light fruit. Like it's not like heavy, juicy berry fruits. I wouldn't call that at all. But this is a very nice perfume. I really like this one. This is one I can totally see myself wearing. It's another one of those florals that I feel like are a nice, like my style of floral. It's not too like white florals. It's not too like heavy gardenia, magnolia kind of scents like that. I'm typically not into super white florals and stuff like that, but this is a really good one that I do quite like. So far so good, but let's try out the next perfume. Now this is the one that has the blue liquid in it, and this one is called Midsummer Fantasy. So let's see what this one smells like. So for this one's got a little bit more of interesting and almost more exotic kind of scent notes, I would say, for this one. So the top notes are yuzu, grapefruit, mandarin, and pink peppercorn. Now the middle notes, this one's kind of funny. It says it is watery and nutmeg. And then the base notes is ambergris, musk, and vetiver. All right, this one seems like it's gonna be a little bit more of a almost ambiguous scent for me to kind of pick out because I'm not super familiar with a lot of these scent notes. So we're gonna go ahead and spray that on the opposite wrist. All right, get a good spray, let it air out a bit. Wow, I can already get a little bit of a sniff of this one, and it's definitely a very different vibe. All right, so let's give this one a sniff. Wow, so this one is just a totally different vibe scent from the first perfume that we smelled. This one, very, very different. Also really nice in its own right. So let me kind of like analyze this and see what I'm picking up on. So I definitely think I'm picking up on the yuzu and the grapefruit. It is a very sharp, citrusy kind of note that I'm picking up on. So I think that that's really coming from the grapefruit, and the yuzu, I believe it's kind of like a lemony, citrusy type of, I think it's like a Japanese or East Asian type of fruit. It's very popular over there. So I'm definitely picking up on like that very sharp citrusy kind of scent. I'm not as familiar with like a pink peppercorn kind of scent, but I am picking up on something that smells a little bit more earthy, or not even earthy, what's the word? Spicy almost. So I think that I'm really getting that from the nutmeg and from the pink peppercorn. And then I think I'm also getting the musk, and I think the vetiver is what I'm getting too. If I'm not mistaken, I think vetiver is kind of more of like a green grassy kind of scent, so it is bringing just a little bit of like earthiness to it. And as far as watery and ambergris, I'm not quite sure about those two, that I'm quite picking up on that. I'm not quite familiar what ambergris is, but I do remember from my oceanography class in high school that is something that whales secrete and is very common in perfumes as to like make them last longer and stuff. That's my memory from high school of 12 years ago. It's hard to say specifically if I'm getting any of the mandarin, but I am getting that citrusy, sharp kind of scent, which, like I said, I think that's more of like the yuzu grapefruit rather than the mandarin. Okay, so as far as how I would categorize this like scent vibe for me, even though there's actually no wood notes in there, I still think that the nutmeg and the pink peppercorn and maybe even a little bit of the musk as well is leaning a little bit more towards like a woodsy side, but not being a wood note, if that makes any sense. Yeah, for me, I would call this like a tart, fruity, woodsy type of scent, but there's no woods. So as far as these two perfumes go, I do still like both of these perfumes, but I know that not everybody wants to buy both of the perfumes. They are about $50 a piece, so if you are getting both of them, that's $100 right there. So I always kind of like to qualify, you know, if you're more like this, get this. If you're more like this, get this, and then I'll give you my opinion on these. So I would say if you are more of a floral, fresh, with a hint of fruity, go for the pink one, which is called Butterfly Narcissus. If you're into more of like a fruity, citrusy with a little bit of spice to it, I would say go for the blue one, which is called Midsummer Fantasy. So that's who I'd recommend these two. Now, as far as which perfume I personally prefer, if I was only gonna get one of these, you guys know I am a flower nose collector. I'm gonna get all the perfumes no matter what they smell like. But for me, if I was just a consumer and I wanted to know what suits my personal scent more, I'm leaning towards the pink one. I think it's a little bit more of a mass favorite kind of scent. I think it's a nice perfume. I just don't think it's that extremely unique, and as the more perfumes I get from Flower Nose, I do kind of find some of them kind of having a lot of similar qualities, which I will talk about in my perfume breakdown video coming up in a couple of weeks. I'll talk more about that soon. But I definitely think that the pink one is a little bit more of like a mass group of people would probably go for this one, whereas I feel like the blue one is still a really nice scent. I just feel like it's a little bit more unique, but not necessarily my favorite scent. I think this is actually a really nice one, and I can totally see myself using it, but if I was gonna qualify and just get one, my vote would be for the pink one, Butterfly Narcissus. So I know that these perfume videos are always so hard to explain, and obviously if smell-o-vision was a thing, I think a lot of things would be a lot easier to explain and people to understand. So these are just what I'm getting from these perfumes. I know I'm not a perfume expert or anything. This is just what I am able to pick up on, and I don't have the most finely tuned nose or anything, but that's what I am pulling away from with these perfumes. If you'd like to try anything from Flower Nose, I do have a referral link below where you can get a 5% discount off your order, which I do earn a small commission from. So if there's anything in this video that I'm talking about that you are really interested in and you'd like to get a little bit of a discount on, definitely check out my referral links and my coupon code. I know I'm teasing like a lot of things, but I also have a really fun little project that I am working on as well that I'm hoping to have that video coming out probably in the next few weeks or so. You might be able to see a little peek of it right here. And basically I'm just gonna say that, let's just say something really inspired me to kind of recreate something from the most recent Flower Nose collection. So I have been working on that, and I'm really happy with how it's turning out so far, but I can't wait to share that with you guys as well. I'm probably going to just do maybe just a short on my channel, so definitely be checking out for that within the next few weeks too. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Links are below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.